Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. If you don't know me, my name is Duhamel Bentley, and I am so excited because today we're bringing you first ever experience on the Jaclyn Hill latest collection for Jaclyn Cosmetics. And I have my thoughts, my opinions. I have most definitely a wear test where I am kind of working on it, feeling it, like, getting to the nitty gritty, girl. And I have my thoughts now. Before we get into the thoughts applications, let me give you a little bit of juice, honey. So let's start off with the Faux Filter Perfecting Concealer. Okay, girls, 23 ounces. Great thing about this in particular, it has 35 shades. So definitely she made an effort. I think that her team and her made an effort to be inclusive, and I love that because most definitely at this point in time, like, there's just no excuses. There is just really zero excuses as of why brands are not being inclusive, they're not being progressive, they're not, enhancing and just targeting everybody, right? Especially in a community where makeup is just so diverse nowadays, right? It's being embraced. So there's just no excuses, in my opinion. So I'm happy that she did 35 shades of concealing. There definitely will be something for everybody in shade ranges, which is really nice. Now, this one is a buildable formula. It's medium to full coverage. It just depends on you. Personally, I think it is going to be a fuller coverage, but again, we'll go into the final thoughts here in a moment, honey. So the claims on this concealer, honey, it's that it's gonna blur, brighten, and flexes with your skin to have a flawless, long-lasting finish. Girl, the thoughts will be in mid to end video, baby. This is what the concealer looks like here. She's cute. I do think that this is pretty standard. Reminds me a lot of the Kylie Cosmetics concealer packaging. This one's just a little bit taller than the Kylie one, but I will state that I think she was heavily inspired in the ever so famous Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Most definitely that was a very large part of the community. It was a staple to have in your collection as a makeup artist. You needed to have it, period. And I feel like she knows, clearly she's a very smart woman, and she knows what worked. But I almost remember that being so long ago that we've come a long way, right, with what we like and what we're facing and what we're kind of like, getting into. And I feel like super matte concealers are just kind of like not the vibe. And I'm just confused on a couple of things here, which again we'll break down in a second here. Again, this is $26, which for concealing, it's pretty up there. It's pretty up there in concealing, and I'll tell you if I think it's worth it or not. So let's hop over to the Skin Perfecting Blurring Tint. Now, there are 12 shades of this guy in particular. This is 1 fluid ounce, which is pretty standard in foundation. And the price for this is $34. Now, packaging I think is really cute. But when I saw this, I expected this to be glass, and it's actually a really cheap, weightless plastic. It almost feels like maybe some other brand, like maybe I want to say like it almost feels like Morphe launched like a little air pump like concealer, or a little air. It just feels really like lightweight and just like cheap. It doesn't feel like what I've experienced of Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics or Jaclyn Cosmetics. So I was a little disappointed when I saw it. I was like, oh, okay, for this price and this packaging, I'm already like on the fence for it, but it is beautiful nonetheless. Of course, when you open it, you do have a pump here, which I think overall the packaging looks beautiful, but I just didn't like the material. It just feels weightless, which some people may say, oh, weightless is fabulous. It is, but this feels like maybe like a $10 product. Like, that's truly the feel that I get out of this, not $34 whatsoever. For this one in particular, the goal of this product, it's to be a sheer coverage, and honey, got my thoughts on that too. It's supposed to be like a no makeup kind of makeup, and it's supposed to like blur and soften fine lines, pores, things of that nature. Now, I have my thoughts, so let's get the application going, and let me give you the final tea, honey. On the concealer shade, I am light peach. Again, there's so many that most definitely I could probably use several. But girl, light peaches for sure. And on the foundation, I am a medium. I do like to add a little bit of warmth on my skin. So again, same concept. I assume these guys could be kind of stretchable because there's so little of them and they're sheer. I mean, they are sheer, but girl, you know, those are my shades. So let's continue, girl. All right, so let's start with the concealer. Um, hmm. So for $26, I'm expecting something to be like fabulous, right? Because I tried the, what was it, the Wet n Wild Incognito. Girl, that is so fabulous. It is such a fabulous concealer, and it's so affordable that it's really hard for me now to invest and excuse. Oh, it's because it's this name, or it's because no, honey. If Wet n Wild can do it, you better bring it if you're charging me the kinds of coins you're charging me. Period. No excuses, honey. None. And especially when there's so much competition and so many amazing products out in the industry, you better come for my wallet and me, honey. And these dark circles. Alright? Okay. So with that said, I think this dries out extremely fast to a point that it's extremely difficult to work with. I don't like the formula whatsoever. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm telling you guys the honest truth. It is not going to blur the skin. It is buildable into an extent because, you know, you can apply more if you need more. In my opinion, it's a full coverage concealer. It's not going to build, you know, pigmentation. It's like there and there. Like, it is what it is. It looks really cakey. It looks really heavy, and it is creasing. It is going into my lines, and I've never had this experience before with a concealer. It looks heavy. It looks disgusting. Like Jaclyn Hill, I appreciate the range, but I don't think this is a hit when it comes down to formula. Now, another thing that I'm confused about, isn't Jaclyn Hill all about a glow, a dew, a juice? Why is she launching, like, mega matte stuff, right? I'm not saying that she can't. Most definitely, honey. She's trying to become a really well-established brand. And, I mean, she's had really great successes ever since she started launching. But this is just not it. It's not on brand. It's super expensive for how awful it works. I do love that there's a range of tones there, but it just sucks. I'm sorry, but it's just the truth. Like, this just doesn't work. If you're looking for something that's going to look really heavy underneath your eyes, that it's going to kind of crease, it's going to go into every little detail and fine line of your eyes, then girl, by all means, get this. But if you're not, this is just not the girl for you. So, moving over again to the foundation, but like skin tint, but not really kind of thing that they launched. Again, it's just really cute. I do like the pump, and let me show you. When you pump this, for it to be such a light coverage foundation, it is really moussey. And typically, moussey products are very full coverage and tend to look a little bit heavier on the skin. And when it comes down to skin tints, no makeup, I don't want my skin to be clogged, right? I don't want people to be like, girl, you're trying to play me being natural but not looking natural, right? And it's cute. I think it gives your skin a little wash. But honestly, like, this is the worst products I've tried in 2022, and I think in 2021, girl, like, I'm disappointed, and I am just frustrated with how much money she's charging for these little toys, right? Because this is like a little Lego, you know? I just don't get it. I did two coats. I did 2 coats of the product here. You can see how moussey that is. It's super, super moussey, and it looks full coverage there. But of course, when you're blending it on the skin, it just almost, and you know what it reminds me a lot of? It reminds me of a watered down version of the first Morphe matte foundation. I have it actually here. I think it's called Fluidity or something. Girl, hold up. Yes, the Fluidity. Here it is. I want to show you a really quick comparison next to it. Like, even Fluidity looks less gunky and chunky than this one. So I'm just kind of really annoyed that this was launched the way it was, because as a whole, I think everybody started taking Jaclyn Hill and Jaclyn Cosmetics really, really seriously, because we saw the passion, we saw the work, we saw the intention behind the brand. But this is just a flop. Like, this is a pancake flopping over. I'm sorry, but I'm just like not sorry. I'm trying to be as honest as I can when it comes down to it. If you're new to the channel, hi. Welcome back to the Doofy channel, honey. And welcome if it's your first time again. This is how we do it here, honey. We're breaking the tea, and I'm not sugarcoating anything. I don't need to be in anybody's PR list, honey. If you want to buy me, first and foremost, nobody's got the coin to buy the Bentleys. Truthfully, I'm not going to hear it sugar-coated. Like, it's just what it is, unfortunately. You know, this has been a very, very disappointing experience, and it's so expensive just because it has her name that I'm frustrated and I'm upset about it, because it just doesn't work. It really, really does not. Like, the concealer is just, like, it is, like, I just don't have words to express it. I don't want to be dismissive, or I don't want to be rude to the brand, because, you know, I have a lot of respect for it, but I'm going to be honest, like, this just doesn't work. Neither of them work. Number one, why is she launching a skin tint when Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics and Jaclyn Hill's brand is full coverage, extra beaming, you know, from like the universe? Like, when have you seen Jaclyn Hill looking natural? Never! Like, she's like full brows, full lips, full this, full that. And that's perfectly fine. But again, it's off brand. Like, nothing she's launching right now is on brand. If this was a creamy, dewy concealer, hello, yes. If this was a full coverage luminous foundation, yes. But it's not. It's like this weird luminous, like, mousse that, number one, enhances all the texture on your skin. And I have blurring primers. I did apply some smoothingness primers, which I typically, you know, have great success with. And, you know, the foundation is just, like, not it either. I just, it looks heavy, but there's no coverage to it. Like, nothing that I applied on top of it worked well with it. Like, I tried so much to put bronzer, contour, blush. You can see a little bit of the blush here, but it honestly, one of the worst reviews, you know, and experiences I've had to do, because it's just, again, $26 for this, and then $34 for this. Just not worth it. Like, not worth it at all. If anything, this could have been, because it was her name, $15, and I would have been like, okay, that works. And this 10, because it has her name, and I would have been like, okay, that works. But for these prices and the quality that we have here, next, thanks, but no thanks. Now, I'll give you a quick comparison, or I think a better option for a little bit more money. For example, the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. It is a very, very similar concept to this one. Number one, packaging is even better. Number two, ingredients are amazing in there compared to the ingredients on here. Number three, it looks like nothing is on the skin. It looks luminous, beautiful, radiant. Honey, the video is up. Check it out if you want some good tea. And it's only $10 more than the Jaclyn Hill product. I don't have words to express how disappointed I am in this launch, and just how much I'm looking forward to see what they're doing next with this, because this, to me, unfortunately, just did not work. It has been the worst skin tint I have tried, and the worst eye concealer I have tried in my entire makeup career. That's a very bold statement, but it is how I feel. It is my truth, and I'm not telling you to go and dislike it or like it. Please, by all means, we are all different, and if you find that it works for you, please go at it. But my observations and my experience within all of the concealers I have tried that are matte, that are more of a natural, again, I have a little bit of knowledge, baby, and this has just been crazy. This honestly has just been the craziest concealer I have tried and the craziest skin tint. It's just, again, and nothing makes sense to me. You have to be cohesive, right? It does, like, hello. That's what we love about these brands. For example, Jaclyn Cosmetics. We love that they're so innovative and so daring and so dedicated into their launches. Anastasia Beverly Hills. We like that we can rely on their pigmentation. Jaclyn Cosmetics. We like that there's dew, there's glow. Like, this is what she does, and this is what she does well. And then she launches these, and you're like, ugh, next, honey. But yes, that is it. That is all, darling. If you guys have any concerns, questions, suggestions, leave it in the comment down below. And if you haven't subscribed, join the Dufay Nation. Giveaways are coming, honey. And you do not want to miss a thing. So, as you know, binge watch, it is a thing. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye!